Sven Sundgaard, we're emerging from an unusually early cool spell, the likes of which we haven't seen in 15 years. This early chill has made its presence felt in the Twin Cities, but the more significant narrative revolves around how much later these cool evenings are arriving compared to previous decades. To truly grasp this shift, we need to look back to September 2010, the last time we experienced such a drop in temperature this early in the season. During that period, the high temperatures in the Twin Cities hovered around 61 degrees from September 4th to 6th. Interestingly, in the autumn of 2010, we hit that cool threshold even earlier, on September 3rd. If we examine the data since the year 2000, we find that the average date for the first high temperature of 61 degrees or lower is September 19th. This means that in contemporary terms, this year's cold snap is occurring about 2 weeks earlier than usual. However, if we rewind the clock by about 50 years, the average date for this kind of chill was around September 10th, indicating that this year's cool weather would have been less than a week ahead of the norm back then. Another striking aspect of this cool spell, and a clear indicator of the significant climate changes we've witnessed in recent decades, is the arrival of our first night with temperatures dipping into the 40s. This year, that milestone occurred on September 3rd, marking the earliest occurrence since 2010. Now, I can already hear the skeptics of climate change chiming in with comments like, "See, this proves climate change isn't real." But let's set the record straight. This rare instance of cool weather actually underscores the reality of our changing climate. Climate change doesn't erase cold temperatures. Rather, it makes them less common. Typically, we expect our first night in the 40s to arrive around September 5th, based on the average from 1991 to 2020. This year, it came just 2 days earlier, but the last time we experienced this chill on or before the average date was back in 2011. To illustrate how the timing of our first night in the 40s has evolved over the years, consider this. Prior to the year 2000, we could consistently expect that first night to occur in late August. This trend is just one of many indicators of the accelerated warming and changes we've been observing in our state over the last 2 to 3 decades. While we have indeed experienced this early cool weather, it's essential to recognize that it may just be a temporary phenomenon. The forecast for the remainder of September suggests warmer than normal conditions are on the horizon. In fact, some weather models are predicting that we could see temperatures soar to 90 degrees in the coming weeks. This trend of warmer temperatures in September is becoming increasingly common as the lingering warmth of summer extends further into what is traditionally considered meteorological fall.